What is up, guys? Welcome to the finals of the 11th Reddit Yu-Gi-Oh! Non-Meta Tournament. This is Simon from First Card Gaming. With me for the last time is Grand Lamb. How do you think our finals are going to go?
I don't know, to be honest. I did not expect Mutants to get this far. And Earth Machines being piloted by Yar. I can't say his name.
Yalar, yeah.
Yalar, okay.
Yeah. I mean, full disclosure, we both already were spectating the finals, but we will be trying to be as hyped as possible for this because there's a lot to talk about. There's a potential moment in one of the games that I think we really want to dissect. Yeah, but before we go into that, the wrap-up post for the tournament is up on Reddit, so it's up here. I'm going to link it in the description. If you want to see all of the deck lists in the tournament, there is a Google spreadsheet that has all the lists, and then you can see the deck breakdowns, other stats here. The next one, I'm not sure when it's going to be because I have a busy year ahead of me, and it's awkward to time stuff because it has to typically be not too short after a set release and not too short after a ban list. So if I had to guess, I would say probably November or early next year, but no guarantee. Ooh. But if you want to be notified on Reddit, you can leave a reply in this thread to my comment here. And again, this is going to be the description. But yeah, it's been a pretty exciting tournament so far. The finals, I don't think anyone really expected Myutant to make the finals, but I'm very excited that it's here. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we have, so Horrific Hazelnut from the top 4 feature is playing Myutant in the red. And then Yalar, who we saw in top 8 against Thunder Dragon, is on Earth Machine. So Earth Machine definitely more expected to be here. I think I've had some people ask me why Earth Machine wasn't hit for this tournament. And during the creation of the ban list, it was Earth Machine had no actual results, right?
Yeah, I don't remember hearing about it, but yeah, I guess I don't know if it had results to be honest.
Yeah, I think at the time it only had tops in Amadon's TCG Monthly, but it didn't have any extravaganza tops yet. And then as the April format went on, Earth Machine was became a rogue deck in remote duel environments, which is pretty cool to see. Yeah. But when the ban list was finalized, this deck didn't have that much actual success, and so it felt unfair to hit Earth Machine because it'd be kind of a slap in the face to the players who wanted to play it.
Has it ever won an event?
Amadon's tourneys, I think it's 1, 2, or 3 of. That's a Yugi Tuber tourney, and I'm not sure how much weight you put in those compared to a remote duel event or an LCS, but I don't think it's ever won an LCS or a remote duel event. But yeah, so that's in the finals here. Fun fact also about the Myutant player is that I recalculated tiebreakers going into Top Cut because the way Challenge does tiebreakers is kind of weird. It massively inflates people who drop early. So before I recalculated those, Horrific Hazelnut was actually 35th after Swiss. So he wouldn't have made it to the Top Cut if I had stuck with Challenge's default system, but I recalculated him to use Konami's system, and he ended up barely making the cut, and now he's in the finals, so I thought that was cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that was a fun fact. But yeah, so he will be facing off against Yalar. Let's just go ahead and jump into the first game. There were a ton of watchers in this, because I think we had a watch party in Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't think you joined us. I think I was yelling at you in the voice chat. But yeah, Myutant winning the dice roll. They're going to have both the Spell and Monster Searcher, Ash, Trap Trick, and Torrential. This is pretty strong, I think.
Yeah, you can get both out in the same turn.
Right, with the field spell.
Yeah, lab.
So I would expect him to do that. And then Yalar's hand is going to be Tunneler, Heavy Forward, Redeployment, another Heavy Forward, and Dozer. So I think pretty average.
Yeah, it's has a good amount of stutter still.
Yeah, no non-engine cards, but I don't know if you need those against Myutant. It's going to start with the Spell Trap Searcher, and then probably going to grab the field spell.
Yeah. Then use effect of Spell Trap to summon Beast.
Right, this summons from hand or banished, so this is decent value for this deck. So it summons the Spell Negator, and then activates Lab, summons back the Monster Searcher, and he's going to grab
Mist, okay.
Mist, which is the Pot of Greed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is an interesting choice, but I think he's going to mulligan this.
Okay.
Draws Judgment, that's really good.
You know, in hindsight, that's actually a really smart move, because He doesn't want to, I guess, accidentally draw it off of the mulligan effect.
Oh,
since
right.
he's gonna summon it anyways.
Yeah, if
okay.
he had added a smaller one, he would have just put it on the bottom and he could have drawn a big one. Okay, that makes sense. So I guess Miss is the one he like wants the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess he's just gonna summon it here.
Okay. I don't think this has any utility.
Yeah, I imagine you're just never gonna use the effect first.
Yeah, I feel like he would have summoned Arsenal, but maybe
he just values every card in his hand.
Yeah, he may have a reason for summoning this. How big is Arsenal? Isn't it 29 attack?
It's 3k attack.
It's 3k? Okay.
And 1000 defense.
Yeah. I was thinking about stats, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to start with a heavy forward to grab Anchor Drill instead of like Harvester or anything, which is interesting. I think he's going to try to make a Xyz play to muscle through some of this back row. Yeah, so Drill summoning the Tunneler.
Not negating any of this, okay.
Yeah, going straight into a 9, which probably has to get judgmented.
Yeah, this gets met by judgment.
Yeah.
Would you judgment here, or would you like strike?
He doesn't.
Or actually, it's not strike; it's torrential. Okay, yeah.
He could trap trick for a synthesis, but that also plays into like droplet. So.
Yeah.
I think you're fine being a little proactive and just judgmenting the power cards on the first summon, because he has to like redeployment now for a fortress follow-up, and this Ash is gonna stuff that out. So yeah, that's the Ash and the redeployment, and then sets droplet passes. He's gonna cry, trap trick for a cry in the end phase.
Yeah, hopefully not trying to draw it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, he can't. Yeah, he can't. He draws it anyway, so that's all 3 cry. So this is main phase only. I didn't read that. So he doesn't have game this turn either, then, because he can't fuse in the battle phase.
So it's 51. Technically, it would be game if he cries first, but I guess he wants to save it for disruption.
How so?
Synthesis is 2500, so he just shuffles the 2 in the graveyard back to the deck.
Oh, you can use the small ones for the.
Yeah, you can use small ones.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, they have to be different attributes, don't they? That sucks. Yeah, it feels bad. Never mind then.
I think every feature we just discover some small thing about this deck that makes it not good.
Yeah.
And yet, here we are in the finals. Draws a Derek. I think he's. Yeah, I don't think he has anything here.
I don't think this does anything, yeah.
He doesn't have enough monsters for Tunneler either, so I think that's going to be game 1. Yeah, the Ash on the redeployment was insanely high impact. I think similar to the top 4 feature against Endymion, when you had the perfect Ash for the Desires like 2 games in a row or something. So hopefully game 2 goes a bit better. Yalar's hand is all gas again. He has Metal Cruncher, 2 Dozer, Derek Crane, and an Anchor Drill. And then a Mutant player again has M5 and ST46.
Yeah.
Pretty good. And then Ash Extravagance Expansion. So this hand is really, really solid, I feel. But the Ash
no shifter though.
Yeah, no shifter again. I think he does main deck shifter, but we haven't seen it in any of his games so far that we featured, and I don't know if he cited it out. I can't imagine you would. But maybe he knows these games are going to be grindy, so maybe it was intentional, or maybe he just got unlucky. So gonna go Drill and then Chaining 2 Derek Crane.
Yeah, so I don't like this play here that much, because I think maybe you should hold the Derek Crane for the Dozer in hand when he's gonna use the effect.
To ban out the Ash.
To block it, yeah, from Ash.
The Ash, okay.
Yeah.
I think that's potentially true. Potentially he wants Ash to be used early as well.
Is he like afraid of Gamma or something? Or
that's also true, yeah. Hard to say. He reveals 2 Trencher and a Tunneler here, so basically telegraphing he has Dozer. And then he gets the Tunneler, which is not... I think he wanted the Trencher.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I think he opened the Tunneler last game too. So... a little unlucky. So I'm gonna go Tunneler here, tripping the Cruncher. And then...
Tunneler first, okay.
Yeah. Let's go Enter Blast. Okay.
A non-Earth Machine, okay. Let's hope this doesn't come up. Right?
Yeah, I think this is why he summoned the Derek Crane. Because Again, this is like also like not. I'm not sure if you go for this play in non-meta tournament because
Yeah.
there's no Nibiru in this tournament. Nibiru was banned, and so I don't know if you're playing around as much here. But if you hit like a really good card with this, then that's always nice. And there's also like kind of forces like Veilers, Imperms, whatever. But he may have some of the Derek Crane early on to
Just to play around. Yes.
But he could have, like you said, he could have changed it to the Cruncher instead of changing it to the Drill. So
yeah,
hard to say.
I don't know.
He's gonna enter Blath here.
It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I don't think it matters that much what he hits. Banishes the Spell Searcher.
Yeah, he'd probably prefer for the monster to get banished. The monster searcher to get banished.
Yeah, because Lab would just bring it back. But
yeah,
definitely better for Yalar that this is gone. He's gonna Dozer, and then...
now, would you Ash here? Like, what? Say, for instance, if we just stop here. If you Ash this, what do you think happens?
So, if you Ash right here, the Trencher is not summoned, and then he has to turn Dozer into Goliath, and then Goliath Enter Blath into Angry Knuckle.
Okay.
And then he can Tunneler, because he'll have exactly 5.
But he can't, like, make anything else, really, unless the cards he draws is, like, insane.
Yeah, it'll be Angry Knuckle, and then his 2 draws, and whatever his last card is in hand. And if you also Ash here, and then the last card is, like, a Bullet Train, then he just combos anyway, I think.
I mean, it's just be Dora, right, with it? That's it? Because he has to pitch another card for, the thing in Graveyard.
I think so, but if the last card is like a Bullet Train, he can go with the Ballista route, and then he has the extra card.
Okay, because I think, like, if you only have Ash here, I think, and your opponent has 1 card in hand, I don't know what 1 card would punish the Ash this hard.
I think, like, specifically Bullet Train does it, and, like, nothing else.
Yeah, because you would have to hard draw Bullet Train.
Yeah, because redeployment needs to discard, and then if he had forward, he would have used it by now. So, yeah, potentially Ash is better, but it also depends on how much value this Tunneler. Because some people will just always Ash the Tunneler, which is like, I think like given the information you have, I don't know if it's better to Ash the Dozer or to Ash the Tunneler, but we'll see what ends up happening, I guess. Because Yulara is now going to go into the more or less full combo.
Yep, now we get the level 10. Big boy.
Full
combo, do they play 3 of these?
Of Bullet Train?
Yeah.
I think it's a 1 of.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go for Ballista. This was not legal, but I believe they catch it. Because Ballista needs 2 Earth Machines and Enterblock needs a Wind, so he has to route this a little differently, but overall he's gonna get to the same location. So Trencher back, Dozer, and then going to attribute this, or gonna go Goliath, and then Ballista. So he's gonna get there anyway. Yeah, so he could have gone the same route if he had opened the Bullet Train instead of the other Dozer, but
yeah, it's no way you know.
Yeah, and also like you're doing this in the middle of a finals, and you don't want to spend like too much time thinking about what his last card could be. And if your game plan before this is just like I'm always going to hold Ash for Tunneler, then maybe you just stick to that. So, gonna cycle a Goliath for the Stormer just to get more names in Graveyard. And then going to go into Angry Knuckle. This is generic for machines, so you can link off the Interblatt for this. And then he's going to pitch the box, summon back to Derek Crane. He's going to
get 2 level 10s.
Yeah, and
Dora.
I don't know how Mutant really outs this.
Yeah, they need Lab plus like 6 Spanish mutant names, I think.
Oh, because Lab has an attack boost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, or you have to like chain Ultimus to this. But this will always just be unaffected before Ultimus hits the field. And then
yeah, it's just too much.
Libe will always just kill Ultimus, so I think it's going to be a little rough. Sorry about that. He's going to get the Tunneler cycle here. This is going to be Ash, so he was holding it this whole time. And then going to Dora and End Phase and add back with Bullet Train. So Anchor Drill for follow-up, which is pretty solid.
And he knows about Tunneler and Drill, whatever, the super.
Yeah, Anchor Drill and Trencher.
Okay.
So draws another expansion.
Not the best.
And 2 more cards off Extravagance. So draws Fusion and Beast. Fusion is good, right?
Yeah, fusion is like shit all fusion-ish, sort of.
Yeah, and I think you mentioned in the top 4 feature you can't Ash this, which
Yeah,
I
you
was
can't Ash
yeah
this.
I was wrong about. You can't because Ash doesn't hit banishes from deck. So if he forces out the Angry Knuckle or the Dora, he's going to be able to Mutant Fusion, but I still don't know if he's going to be able to do anything into this Dora. So he's going to use 05 here to add the Spell Trap Searcher, and he's going to probably summon from deck something. Yeah, I guess Arsenal. And then he's going to attempt to end main phase to force out this Anger Knuckle, which is main phase only. And then Ylar will chain the Anger Knuckle. He's going to chain Arsenal here to this because he activated the monster effect. So trying to pop the Dora here. Do you agree with this?
I mean, he just knows it's gonna get it anyways, or unaffected. It's just weird. What is he banishing? Is the question.
Because like I feel like there's like no point arsenaling here because you actually don't want this to use this effect. Like your only hope of outing this is resolving fusion.
Which it's live now too.
And then sticking Ultimus before this becomes unaffected. Because I think you just wait. But it may also just
the problem is Ultimus doesn't even like stop this anymore. Like leave, you can make leave without activating an effect. So it's always just gonna out it.
So he's gonna be able to fusion here for Ultimus because he had the beast in hand. He banished 3 stereo. That's pretty funny. So this is gonna hit the board. This is a really cool card. Negates activations if you banish a mutant of the same type from anywhere, more or less, but not big enough to kill the Dora. He will deny the bullet train float, which is neat, and this also banishes, which is also neat.
Deviati.
Yep. Yeah, and so normally like this would be a solid position to be in because you've killed the Tunneler, you've killed the Bullet Train, all their links are in graveyard, and they have no Machina trap. But I think he's just gonna die.
Yeah, I think so too.
Draws happy forward.
I imagine he could still live, but I don't know.
Yeah.
If he does the right play here, let's see. So I don't agree with negating this here.
Yeah.
I think you just let that walk.
So I think the mindset is like this can always just die to Libe attacking, and so he wants to guarantee that he can add this back by just negating what he can. Because this is one of each type, or is this?
Yeah, it's one of one of each. Yeah. But the problem is that like he knows he has drill in his hand, so he's like now just opens himself to just dying now.
Yeah, and if he like really wanted to be able to add this back because otherwise he just loses, but now he's just gonna lose on the spot. I think. I think you're right about
Before
that.
you can maybe have bought yourself a turn, but now I don't know.
Yeah, he's gonna drill Trencher and then Anger Knuckle, summon that out, and then Trencher will bring back the Dozer. Drill's gonna make a rank 9 here. This is gonna pop the Ultimus, and he's gonna get his nice +3, but it's not going to.
It just doesn't matter.
He's just dead, because train cards, it turns out, are really good at pushing out a lot of damage. Yeah, so this is 7,100 plus the Knuckle is 86. So that's just going to be game 2 going to a machine.
Knuckle can even attack.
Okay. It could have, right?
That's crazy.
Time.
Oh, good.
I'm assuming that Ylar knows what his deck does, so
yeah.
I'm going to assume that was fine. Heading into game 3. So this is going to be the final game of the entire tournament. It's been kind of a wild ride. Thanks to everyone for coming and showing up, and we should probably talk about
he just sets 3 passes. Okay.
Yeah, so the sets
Would you not set all 4? Even if you have 2 expansions, I feel like you'd rather want this just be like active on your next turn.
Maybe you're playing around Denko Sekka. I don't know.
I mean, sure.
I don't know how much Mutant interacts with their cards in hand compared to like if they're already on the field. Like it doesn't matter, right? All the mutants can banish from hand and field.
Yeah, I don't know if they require them to be face up or if it matters. Yeah. I imagine it doesn't.
Yeah,
I don't know mutants off the top of my head.
Does the field spell mulligan the trap too? I can't
imagine.
No,
it's only monsters. I'm pretty sure.
I think you'd probably just had all of them. But the card I also want to talk about is Awakening the Dragon. This is interesting, I'll say that. It kind of punishes your opponent for like just
blind
mass,
destroy.
yeah, like mass removing your
Yeah.
stuff. But something I wanted to talk about is that like mass removal is not legal in this tournament. Like Lightning Storm, Heavy Feather Dust, Harpy's Feather Duster are both banned. So I don't know how I feel about this as much, because if you play a deck with Trap Trick, you have this nice little niche of being able to chain Trap Trick to like Lightning Storm.
Yeah.
And then you can really punish them with Waking. But if those blowouts are banned and all that's left are targeting removal,
Yeah, it's either like Twin or Hatred Aid, and like Hatred Aid doesn't do it.
yeah.
There's this, I don't know.
And I think very few people are signing Hatred Aid to begin with.
Fact. Yeah, I don't know. It's
So we'll see.
it's weird.
It's gonna set 3. Wow, that's full combo. I agree with that. Just twin.
Drawing Twin for turn, though.
Okay. Okay. Gonna expansion
standby.
and standby. Ilar is going to change
Just
Twin
twin it.
here. So these targets are. He has a 50-50 shot of hitting the Waking versus hitting the strike. If he hits the strike, he just immediately wins, right?
To be honest, I don't think you even care about expansion. Just hit the other two. Like,
Yeah.
this is just something muted.
I mean,
That's not doing anything on your turn.
fair, but he doesn't. Yeah, I think maybe you hit the other two, potentially. So he targets the expansion and the Waking. Okay. So
Oh, there it
he
is.
lost his 50. This is why I always roll a dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Says effect. There's no ash. It says bruh. Yeah. Summons.
So what legal target do we get? Oh, boy.
Okay. So this is legal because Waking is legal, and I think it feels kind of silly to like ban a card like Last Warrior because of Waking the Dragon. You just kind of have to if you walk into a Waking and you don't have like the Ash to stop it, I think you have to just deal with this. This has the potential to just win the game on the spot.
There are outs to this, but I don't know. It's
Yeah,
gonna be kind of hard.
people in the voice were freaking out when this happened. So it goes heavy forward. He has to just stall really hard here. Redeployment, pitch the Trencher, grab Citadel on 4. These are both useless right now.
Yeah,
Don't do
it's
anything.
just horrible.
And then redeployment doesn't do anything either. It just recycles to dig for stuff, right?
It has to be XYZ monsters. I mean, I guess redeployment here is just thinning his deck for like drawing the droplet or like Imperm or something.
Yeah, I think those are his only outs.
Yeah.
Droplet, and then if he plays Imperm or something. Or if he plays like Valor, he can like Valor and then redeployment. Yeah. Mutant can't do anything either though, which is the saving grace here. If you can just stall by setting cards, then you at least don't die. So poke with Last Warrior. This is going to be extremely exciting gameplay. So
Sonic expansion. Okay, yeah, still no life card.
Draws Anchor Drill, says Anchor Drill. I'm going to fast forward through a lot of this because I don't think that much is going to happen.
Every card this being a player's drawing is horrible though.
Yeah, to 2 big guys is not great.
Cries, he's even dead too. I don't know.
Well, I think his win condition here is just poking with this. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a way to get another monster on field. But if your opponent can't out this, then it doesn't matter. The thing is, we know that Yellow plays Droplet, and then the question is whether you keep Droplet in against Mutant.
That is a good question, actually.
Yeah, so-
I don't know. It's weird.
If he sided it out, then this match is over, like on the spot. But he hasn't scooped yet, so...
Alright, now we're getting some good cards. I mean, at what point do you start setting some of these monsters?
Like, yeah, maybe you like proactively set them. Well, these don't
Yeah,
trigger
because you
on
want
flip
your
summon,
card
right?
to get live. You said what?
These don't trigger on flip summon, so...
No, you want to tribute over them so that your cry is live, basically. Because
That's-
eventually, if he does out this, he's gonna have like nothing left. I don't think any of these cards are disruption besides strike.
That's true, but also if he outs this and he has... I guess I see what you mean. The Cry is just not live, and he...
Yeah.
If he had managed to like tribute set some cards, he could have made the Cry live earlier. As like
And
a
expansion, all expansion's doing is just summoning a vanilla, basically.
right.
Heavy
Goes
forward.
forward, more deck thinning. I think that's the 3rd Harvester.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, also I
mean,
think
if he draws Droplet, he's in there though.
yeah, I think he's also opened Tunneler 3 games in a row.
Okay. I mean, Tunneler's almost live too.
Yeah, that's true. Sets Harvester, draws Lab. He can mulligan with this, which is nice, right?
Oh yeah, this is really good here. Maybe we might see Ash come down.
Yeah, is he not gonna use it?
Wait, please tell me he's. Oh no.
Ooh. I think you...
That might be big. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, is there any reason you want these 2 in hand?
No, not really.
For making the fusion legal? I don't.
I feel like you only have one disruption right now, so the faster you can get more disruptions and protect.
Yeah, the faster you
your
draw
castle.
a judgment for the droplet, the more in there you are. So maybe that would have been crucial. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay, so this game is not over. Going to Tunneler first. Gonna strike the Tunneler.
Do you agree with this?
I see the value in it because every build plays one anchor drill, and all 3 harvesters are in the graveyard. So,
What if you just let this go? Because he has Trencher in the graveyard. So if you don't, and he has the out, like... I don't
you
know.
also don't know he has the out, and then Tunneler is 2 more ways to draw the out, and like...
Well, you're putting 5 cards in, so...
Right, but you're also drawing 2 cards. So...
It has to be a droplet plus a way to play. I don't know. It's...
That's
two heavy
true.
forwards.
I mean, like, I think you assume he has a way to play after all these... maybe that's not fair. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess knowledge makes it here.
Maybe he could have held it. So he's going to droplet here, sending the heavy forward.
And now he just has nothing.
Yeah, I think he would have liked to be able to send the trap so that a judgment couldn't stop this, but he hasn't seen redeployment yet. I don't think he's seen it all match, actually. But fortunately, no judgment from the mutant player here, and he's going to be able to out this last warrior, finally. And also, Ylar like can't afford to wait. He has no more cards to set, pretty much.
Yeah, Trencher, I imagine, is going to start doing some work here.
Now he's going to play. So Harvester is going to grab Dozer. Yeah, I think the strike here would have been really strong.
Yeah, really big. I don't know.
But also, you also don't know what the draws are going to be either.
Yeah, you have a clear graveyard, so I don't know.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's
The other-
at least he's not dying this turn.
Yeah, the other play you mentioned about Tribute setting one of the big mutants is also like, I don't think he would have had enough turns to do it. Or like, he would have had to start doing it super early before.
Yeah, as soon as possible. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's like a call you make at that moment. So loses 1325 life points, and now the last warrior is off the field. He's going to go for Earth Slicer here.
Yeah, there goes 2 cards. Expansion,
So,
probably.
Expansion is turned on now, which is nice.
Why is he waiting? Oh, I guess it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I changed
but-
this. Will you ash this? He's gonna allow it.
Yeah,
okay.
no, you just let this go through.
So grabs 46, and it's going to grab Fusion. And it's gonna go Dozer and Crane. So he's gonna do kind of the standard Red Machine. Probably gonna grab Bullet Train here.
Yeah, this Beast or Arsenal was in the hand, maybe. I don't know. Because he only plays one of each, I'm pretty sure. So when he's gonna have to use the mutant effects, he's gonna have to summon from hand, plus banish another card.
Yeah, I think he really should have mulliganed with the lab. Draw Extravagance, I mean, that's good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess Lab would have drawn this, and then he would have had to see one more card. So this.
Well, no,
ash.
he expansion. So
No, that's
we don't
true.
know
Yeah, okay. We wouldn't know. So doesn't banish anything.
Maybe
crucial.
you. So I guess. Yeah, you would banish. Oh no, that doesn't work.
Yeah,
Actually,
you have full knowledge. You know the drill is in hand.
you lab first, I guess. Here, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, fusion. Okay.
And he can lab because this.
Yeah,
was
he needed
negated,
one more.
right? Yeah. Okay.
So this door would have to activate like immediately. I guess not.
Okay.
Oh, it's not doing anything else.
Well, he can just not door, right?
Yeah, well, now there's nothing to force it, but it would have been safer, I think, if you just doored immediately.
Yeah. Could you have forced it after playing fusion though? You have like nothing else.
He has the big boy still, doesn't he? Not Ultimus, but the banished one.
This guy.
It's in here, so or any link monster. I don't know. Cerberus, maybe.
I mean, the tournament is over, so I can reveal this at this point. But I think his extra deck is literally just like 3 of these.
Just all waking the
guys.
dragon targets. Yeah.
I think it's
okay.
I think it's like Fusion's Dingirsu, and like that's it. Because I was thinking like you could make like a rank 3 or something here. right? Like, there's no extra deck lock or anything in this archetype, so you could go like summon ST46 and then I don't know, make something.
You can search Cry here and just pop it with Synthesis. I guess that's pretty good.
Yeah. So you Synthesis and then chain the Ultimus when this protects.
Oh wait, what is he doing though? Mulliganing.
Oh,
summoning. Okay. This one graveyard or hand. Yep.
This can't summon back the big ones. Okay, that sucks.
No, unfortunately, the big ones were just weirdly created. I don't know, design-wise.
He did it normal, right?
No, I don't think so.
But he can't like use the mutant M5 to get a big one because these are all banished already. Yeah, that's I don't know.
He has to be careful of Leeb too because the extra attack thing is continuous.
Yeah, Leeb is like Conductor Tyranno, right? It just like kills everything. So, and he knows that. He saw the card last game. So
I mean, this isn't that bad. He has a way to force the Leeb out, which is cool.
Yeah. Is there a rank 3 you can play here that does something?
I don't know if you even play rank 3.
Gossip Shadow? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe the other cards are more important.
Do they have a mutant monster in graveyard? I think that's like the first thing.
No, he put back
that's big.
He put back the M5, yeah.
Okay, I guess this is still fine.
You can cry from field, so yeah.
Yeah, I was saying well, I'm assuming he's gonna cry back 2 level 8s to make Synthesis. But
oh, you can do it from banished. Okay, that's really nice.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, we'll see. So this is the most crucial turn of the entire match. He draws Gearbox.
I remember disagreeing with this.
This is the turn we wanted to talk about. So he draws Anchor Box or Ancient Gearbox. He's gonna start with
Dora's here and Leeb. He just let this. Yeah.
The only card you don't know is the card he has in hand, and he's going to reveal it now with this Anchor Drill. So you have a lot of options as Mutant here. Like, do you Ultimus the Anchor Drill, for example?
Oh, first I guess let's look at his graveyard. Does he have anything like that matters in his graveyard?
He has Trencher, I believe.
Trencher,
Fortress, and Citadel. So the Fortress is irrelevant.
Yeah, his graveyard's kind of loaded.
Yeah, but the Fortress is irrelevant, and the Citadel.
Yeah, you're banishing, so
relevant if Cry comes up. So at this point, you have to play around Libe, so I don't think you Ultimus this, right?
Yeah, no, I don't think so either. Because
you don't know what this is.
If Ultimus dies, you get to add back 3, which is like really good for you. Even if it's like Vanilla's.
Fusion banished, right?
Yeah.
Because he can only add 1 monster, and so he has to banish a trap at some point.
Yeah, I mean, he has expansion also.
Yeah.
It's not the worst.
Okay, that's
and I'm assuming he's going to banish one of these to negate something soon.
Okay. But now you see it's Box, and normally this is a Garnet, but Box is actually really good for Ylar here. So Summon's okay. So now he has total knowledge of everything that Ylar has. And now he's going to Anchor Drill target the Box. So this is telegraphing a Dingirsu play.
Yeah, 2 level 8s.
So what do you do?
I think you let this resolve, and then you Cry pop Dora. If they try to use Dora, you negate it with Ultimus. That way he can't make another level 10.
Okay, so you think you let this resolve, and then you Cry immediately on resolution?
Yeah.
And then you summon Synthesis. Synthesis attempts to pop Dora. If he changes it, you Ultimus. And then he only has...
Yeah, he's gonna pop 1 with the level 10. That doesn't really matter too much. I don't know if you die. I don't think it's possible to die in this situation. Through all of this.
Well, he would get Citadel off the No, he wouldn't actually, because this would banish.
No, he won't.
Well, he could.
Yeah, just banish it first.
He could Dora on something else to get the Derek Rain effect, and then when Synthesis pops Dora, he would be able to Citadel back, right?
Then you chain Ultimus.
Okay, so you just wouldn't chain Ultimus to the Dora if he doesn't target itself.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Okay, that's actually really cool, because it guarantees...
Well, I guess you can make it so that Citadel's chain like 1, and then the big guy, the thing
Derek Rain? Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that as well.
But you have expansion, so like that doesn't even matter still.
Well, you would have to expansion to protect from Derek Rain, right? And then the Citadel can...
No, you can just chain it. Because it'll just banish itself, right?
Yeah, but then you won't have expansion. If you use expansion to protect from Derek Rain, you won't have expansion to protect from Citadel. right?
Oh, that's fine. I think you guys
Maybe
3,500
maybe you
plus
still just
three.
yeah, maybe you still just live. I don't know.
I think the correct play is as long as you cry here, the pop the Dora, you're fine.
Yeah, it's a really complicated game state though.
Because they're 2 level 8, so like the only thing you can make with them is Singirsu or like someone.
Yeah. Could also just go for a Link, yeah. Because I guess Ballista is dead here because he already has the box.
Yeah, he could turn one of the, I guess, the drill into the Link 1 and then tribute it for Stormer.
He also still has Trencher for Harvester, which is the thing.
But I still don't think that's gay. Do they play 2 Doras?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess they play the 2000 Winter one, right?
Yeah, they play Gustav. Yeah, he could go
so they can make Gustav. Maybe you do die actually.
Well, because the thing is,
no.
if these are level 8 and you summon a Harvester and you target it, it uses original level, so you can't target the 8 and make a 10. It'd be cool if that's how it worked, but it's not.
That'd be sick.
So yeah, I don't know. Let's not get too deep into it.
Yeah.
But he's going to I think he thinks for a long time here because this is complicated, and he's gonna cry.
Okay,
so
that's so far so good.
For synthesis. So if you didn't know what this did, then the last 5 minutes were all gibberish for you. But this is a pop on summon pretty much. And in this situation, he actually targets the box.
Box, yeah. I think this is actually the worst option you could have chosen out the 3, because if he at least targeted drill, he couldn't make it into an infant track Link 1.
Well, the Link 1 is any Earth Machine, right?
No, it's any infinite track.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know if you could show it, but we'll just get to it because it's probably gonna.
I'm too busy to Google it right now. Yeah, so if you pop one of these, you're scared of Dingirsu. And I think I remember talking about this after the match, and the thought process was that if you allow Dingirsu here, and you have to chain Ultimus to the Dingirsu, right? Because or there's a couple. If you chain Ultimus to the Dingirsu, he can Dora protect it.
Yep.
And then even if you chain your Cry, when the chain resolves backwards, Dingirsu can just send the Synthesis to get summoned, and then you don't get the effect. And that would have been really bad because he would have been able to out the Dora then. So I remember talking with Horrific Hazelnut after the match, and he said he wanted to avoid that at all costs. And then the other option you have is just you allow the Dingirsu summon and you just let him send whatever, and if he picks the back row, you just take the 50-50. Which is like really risky. So yeah, I don't know. This was a crazy complicated game state, and I don't think it's, you may not always find the perfect solution each time. I do agree that I like your line a little better where you synthesis target the Dora.
Yeah.
And then you just have Ultimus for whatever. But retrospect is we've had a lot of time to think about this, and so it's easy to make these kind of comments. So this is going to be a problem now. He's going to allow the box to get popped. And he's going to just slap Liebe over. And he can now just go battle phase freely without triggering the Ultimus at all. So this is going to wipe the whole board because it's Conductor Tyranno.
Yeah, you can attack, I think, for every material underneath it. And
he takes
+1.
400 here. Because,
so all 4?
Yeah. So he takes 400 because there was one banished mutant, and this is a small buff. And then gonna clear everything. Synthesis doesn't float, right?
It floats, but you don't have a card banished.
Oh, that sucks. And this only protects card effect. Oh man.
Yeah, it's not the best.
Why couldn't this have been battle
probably
protection?
The best card.
Yeah, this is battle protection. This game would have been so different.
Yeah, I don't know. This is.
So yeah, there goes the board. He's gonna Trencher now onto Harvester, and this is gonna be a lot of resources coming back. So it's gonna activate Liebe just to trigger the Derek Rain. Pops a field spell instead of the set, which is interesting because I think he's worried about this being another Waking.
He knows. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Yeah, true.
And he goes.
And then here's the Link 1. So yeah,
right,
any
Right.
non-Link.
Yeah. Okay. So probably targeting the Anchor Drill is a bit better, but probably didn't matter.
What's cool is that it can make anything unaffected, or it can't die by card effects. Just really nice.
He's gonna attach this to something at some point. I think I pop in here because I wanted to double check that you can leave in main phase 2. Because I thought it would work like a Mermail Abyss Megalo, but it's worded a little differently, so I just wanted to double check. But
It's like the Chimera Tech, I think.
Yeah, because it gains attack, so it's fine to use this in main phase too. So he's gonna Stormer for Derek Crane. And then he's gonna go into Anger Knuckle. Summon back the Bullet Train. So he's gonna trigger Derek Crane again, which is really cool. This is not once per turn. Or
the detach? Or
the detach is not once per turn, yeah. So
Inflict the 2000 boy.
yeah, he's gonna go Gustav for 2k. And then he's going to declare Derek Crane and pop the other set. So if this is Awakening at this point, I think you're like, I have huge monsters. You're not going to summon anything that outs this.
I mean, last warrior beats that, doesn't it?
Does it nuke the whole field, or just... I think it's your own field, isn't it?
Is it only yours?
Yeah, it's all other monsters you control.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If this was a total board wipe, man. Yeah, it's expansion. So yeah, summons the Monster Searcher. Is he out of spells?
Yeah.
That's
well, he probably has one more cry in there.
No, he banished a cry for trap. No, he didn't.
That was last game.
That was last game, yeah. So 2 cry, 3 expansion, 1 of each spell. I think he's almost out of stuff.
Yeah, just to out that
that's
10 this turn.
The worst possible draw, because I think this is his last spell trap in deck. I remember also being surprised because Myutant had like 7 or 8 cards at the beginning of last turn, and now like look where we are.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think opening the 2 of the big guys is also going to do that to you. So
I really think that field spell mattered. I don't know.
Maybe there's some alternate reality where he draws in the Judgment with the field spell mulligan, and then he negates
Judgment, Ash, like anything.
I don't know. Yeah. So he can't resolve ST46, and
now where does he go from here?
Because he's on a clock. If he doesn't kill this, he dies instantly.
Thing is, if he kills it, Citadel comes out too.
Yeah, this is not looking great.
Arsenal, okay.
Summons Arsenal. We're gonna attack Anger Knuckle. It's going to take 15 and then trigger Citadel. It's going to use M05 to get Beast. I guess this threatens it in Girsu. So he's going to Citadel here.
I mean, yeah, even if you negate, like, it just doesn't do it.
Yeah, he's going to be able to float at least, which is cool. And he's going to go on Cry and just pass. So Bullet Train floats again. Just Pankratops.
I think you just attack pass, right? You force it out. I don't think
he knows it's at his cry, so. Because if you just attack pass, you don't have game, right?
No, this is game.
I think
he can only use cry during the main phase, so we have to do it right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But I think this is just extra.
Just being extra sure, yeah. It puts the Goliath under the Leve, so it's indestructible.
Yeah, I don't even think that mattered for the most part.
Yeah, it didn't. He's gonna go battle phase. Gonna go cry, summon Synthesis, and then attempt to pop. I think he targets a Leve here. It doesn't die.
Yeah, just can't die by card effects.
That's game. Yeah, that's the finals. So Earth Machine taking it in a nail-biting 2-1 against Myutant. That was a really entertaining game. I feel like
both players played really well.
Yeah, that last game state was, I think, one of the most complicated things I've seen in this tournament. It's really hard to say like what the right move is there. Yeah, I don't know. I had a lot of fun. Thanks for casting with me. This has been a lot of fun to do. Very educational as well.
Yeah, it was really fun. I think it's not a coincidence that 2 purple named Reddit users were winning these tournaments in a row, but all good.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess that is it. If there is another NMT in a few months or whenever, I don't know if it'll be on this channel because typically we have like Sir Eminon and MBT help out with casting those. So we'll see what happens. If we do have another one, we'll decide what the casting is before that happens.
Sure.
But yeah, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for casting with me. Thanks for being here through all the technical difficulties. Thanks to all the fans for enjoying the series. Again, like and subscribe. We will... I usually say see you in the next one, but there's not going to be a next one for at least quite a while, so take care. Yeah, well played these duels. Congrats to Ylar on his win.
Free purple.
Free purple. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Peace.